The FBI swarmed a luxury home in Miami in a raid connected to the theft of cryptocurrency.
It was August 19th, 2024, a day that would be remembered in the dark corners of the internet. A group of young men, barely out of their teens, pulled off one of the largest crypto heists in history. Their names: Malone Lam, 20 years old; Veer Chetal, 18, known online as Wiz; Jeandiel Serrano, 21, called Box; Dinesh Khan, and Chen. Together, these kids set their eyes on a single Genesis creditor who had no idea they were about to lose a staggering $230 million in Bitcoin. But how could a group so young pull off such a massive crime? Were they elite hackers? Cybersecurity masterminds? No. Their greatest weapon wasn't code. It was human psychology. It all began with a simple phone call. Posing as Google support, Wiz tricked the victim into believing their personal accounts had been compromised. The voice on the other end wasn't a stranger. It sounded urgent, believable, and that's all it took. Soon, Wiz had gained access to the victim's Gmail and iCloud accounts, where he collected critical security details. But that was only step one. Next, talks called, this time pretending to be a representative from Gemini, the crypto exchange the victim trusted most. The message was simple: your account is under attack. Act now or lose everything. Under pressure and convinced danger was seconds away, the victim reset their two-factor authentication settings. That single move gave the thieves the keys they needed. To finish the job, they convinced the victim to install AnyDesk, a remote access software. What seemed like another layer of protection was actually the fatal blow. As the victim unknowingly shared his screen, the private keys to his Bitcoin wallet appeared in plain sight. And in just a few clicks, 4,064 Bitcoins worth $230 million vanished. On a private video, the group recorded their reactions as the millions flowed into their wallets.
Fucking way, nigga.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
No fucking way.
$242 million! Yes!
Holy fuck, nigga.
They laughed, cheered, and celebrated. In their minds, they were untouchable. But stealing Bitcoin was only half the job. Keeping it was the real challenge. 17 minutes after the heist, the group set their laundering plan into motion. The Bitcoin was broken down into smaller amounts, moved across 15 different exchanges, and swapped through an endless chain of currencies: Bitcoin to Litecoin, Litecoin to Ethereum, Ethereum to Monero. This method, known as peel chains, was designed to blur the trail. The process took days, but by the end, the stolen money was disguised as clean money. And then the spending began. While most of the crew kept quiet, one man couldn't resist the temptation: Malone Lam. Based in Los Angeles, Malone dove headfirst into his newfound wealth. Nightclubs became his kingdom. Every night he lit up VIP sections, spending hundreds of thousands on bottle service. DJs shouted his name, neon lights displayed it across the clubs, and strangers drank for free because Malone was in the room. One night's tab, $265,000. Another, $300,000. One wild night, over $500,000. He handed DJs massive champagne bottles worth $60,000, tipped thousands in cash, and even sent entire cases of unopened bottles back to his mansion. But Malone wasn't enough. Malone craved more, so he chartered a private jet to Miami. There, he rented a $10.5 million waterfront mansion for $62,000 a month. 10 bedrooms, soaring ceilings, a massive pool, and gates fit for royalty. The driveway soon filled with a fleet of supercars: a Mansory Ferrari SF90, multiple Lamborghini Urus SUVs, Porsche 911 GT3 RS, Ferrari 812 Superfast, Rolls-Royce Dawn in black and pink, a Lamborghini, a Pagani, and many, many more. Malone wasn't just driving wealth, he wore it. Louis Vuitton, Givenchy, and a $15,000 Moncler jacket, diamond chains, Richard Mille watches, and even diamond-encrusted glasses. And he gave gifts too, handing out Birkin bags to models and influencers, just for fun. But while Malone was playing king, he was also painting a target on his back. Behind the scenes, blockchain investigators and experts like ZachXBT tracked the flow of stolen funds. Every flashy purchase, every car, every nightclub appearance connected Malone back to the heist. And mistakes were made. Wiz leaked his full name in a screen recording. Box reused crypto deposit addresses. Conversations and transactions tied the group together. By mid-September, the FBI had all they needed. On September 19, 2024, federal agents raided Malone's Miami mansion. He was arrested among the very luxuries he believed would make him untouchable. Authorities froze over $9 million, returning $500,000 to the victim. But much remains hidden. $21 million linked to Box, $39 million tied to Wiz, $4 million still in Malone's wallets. The rest lost in the endless web of crypto laundering. Malone's cars, jewelry, and designer goods were seized, bound for auction. But the millions wasted in clubs and private jets, gone forever. Malone thought he could live forever in luxury, but his empire was built on stolen time. The flashy cars, the designer clothes, the champagne towers, they all crumbled the moment the handcuffs clicked. What began as one of the biggest crypto heists in history ended in arrests, seizures, and humiliation. And in the end, this story wasn't just about $230 million. It was about greed, recklessness, and the price of living too fast. Because no matter how clever the crime or how great the payout, the law always catches up. Now be sure to subscribe and like the video for more important and amazing content, because we upload a new video every Monday here on Dark Truths. Peace. Oh, and by the way, hand ahead salute.